Hi everybody. Hope that you are doing well. I am still getting stuff organized from being away. I'm Brenda Sellers, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator here in Knoxville. Hope that you are doing well. Getting my grid paper on my desk. Sorry for the loud noise there. It was a great week to be, had a great time being away. Had a great time spending some time with friends and getting to craft. You can see that I am rearranging a little bit. So those are empty. They will have stuff in them soon. It's in the totes that I took with me. Hi, whoever's joining tonight. Thank you. It looks like my camera is a little lopsided there, but that's okay. There we go. That fixed it. So, haven't quite figured out what project we're going to work on tonight, but I did want to let you know that there's a lot going on right now in the world of Stampin' Up! Right now, the first promotion that I want to tell you about, let me get that, is the Baby Boss. I call it the Baby Boss. It's the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It is through March 31st. So you've got until midnight Mountain Time. Hi Heather. I see your little bubble, so I know who's watching. Midnight Mountain Time, you can get the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine at a 20% discount. And they also have some select bundles that are all on this flyer as well, front and back. I think there's about 13 of them that are at a discount. And so if you have questions, I know that those are in an email that I have sent recently. If you need me to resend it, I'd be happy to. Also, through these next two promotions are through May 2nd. The first one is All Together, and it is the stamp set with, let me see if I can get it a little closer, with the hands, and then this designer series paper is 6x6, and some dies, and the Stampin' Blends. So there's a sample of the cards. And here's the stamp set bigger. There we go. If I turned the paper over, you could have seen it better. It's a 10% discount when you buy the bundle. And the paper, the designer series paper, is perfect for coloring with the blends. And then the next one is Waves of the Ocean. This stamp set and bundle carries over into the new catalog, which will go live May 3rd. And the designer series paper, the foil, and the rhinestones are only available while supplies last. And there's some samples, there's the whole kit and caboodle, there's the stamp set and dies. Again, if you buy it as a bundle, first time they show things as a set or a bundle, you get it as a 10% discount. And then there is the beautiful designer series paper and the foil and the rhinestones. So there's that. So tonight, and those dies fit through the mini boss. It's just easier than saying Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I just call it the mini boss and the big boss. So let's play with the mini boss and make a card with that Waves of Inspiration and play with some of that foil paper and the designer series paper. And so with that, I'll turn the camera down. So hold on to your hats just a second. You might get to see the ceiling for a minute. Yep. There we go. And there it's down. Let me pull the camera down a little bit so you're closer to the workspace. There we go. All right, let me get that out. course, it's buried in the box that I took with me. So hold on one moment. Ah, found it. Perfect. There's paper. Here's some of the designer series paper. Hi, Ginger. Oh, the foil paper. I'm getting it right now. Here's the designer series paper. Is just gorgeous. And I'll try to fan it out so you can see this side, and then I'll flip it over. There's 2 of each design. And of course I've played with it, so. And then there's the darker side. So I'll leave that laying there for a second. The foil has 3 different colors, and here they are. Aren't they pretty? Silver, and that's like an aqua, and then that's a deep, deep blue. So we're going to leave that laying so that we can, as my friend Little Miss Kylie calls it, have a play. So I'll lay that up there. And lay this here. Let me grab some white cardstock so we can have a card base. And of course it's in the other one. That's okay. Here we go. And my paper trimmer is right here. I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. I've got my little toolkit that I have most of my necessities in. Scissors, take your pick tool, glue, Tombow, embossing folder. Had some dimensionals on that I've used. Here's some more. Got a pen. There's some, I worked on paper pumpkin kits, so those were left over from one of them. And I'll lay that there. All right. Okay, kind of got an idea for what I want to do, so let's go ahead and score this sheet. And lay it to the side. Actually, I want a piece of, let's see what coordinates with that cardstock, or with that designer series paper. If you remember right, the sheet that comes with it tells us it's Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, and Petal Pink. I'm going to get a piece of Night of Navy. This one I'm going to cut at 5.5, so it'll be 8.5 by 5.5. Oh. I always put my paper up against the top of my scoreboard or my paper trimmer, and then I start at the bottom and push up. That way it's pushing the paper against that straight edge. And I do the same when I'm scoring, just so that it helps have something to push against. And that way I make sure I get a good straight line. So we'll fold that in a minute. And then I want a piece of the Designer Series paper. We're going to use both sheets, or both sides of this sheet. So I know that I want this for some of the waves. So let's cut it this way. So let's do, I'm going to make it be 3.5 wide. By, that's 5.5. I'm going to make it be 5. I'm going to have a churning sky. And then put that over there. I'm going to use this and cut our waves. Let me get the mini boss. She is sitting here somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Probably right under my nose. Yep. For sure. Right here. I knew right where the plates were. So we need to turn it around so I can reach the handle. And that one. And look what I did. I'm so proud of myself. I've got all of my current dies in these little sleeves. They're from Stampin' Storage, and they're on magnetic sheets. So, and then they go right inside those little pockets. I've got them labeled. I feel so accomplished. So this one I want to cut out. Let's see. This one, we'll see. So that will fit through there. Make sure the whole die is on the platform. Come on, little guy, big, get a grip. Try not to wiggle the table so it jiggles the camera. Sorry. Oh, that one cut it out different than I wanted it to. So now I know which one cuts out which. I can still use that. That's what I wanted to cut the foil. Okay, so it's the other one. And some of the paper gets stuck in there, so take your pick tool or a sharp pointy end of your scissors and clean that out. All right, that one cuts out more than I wanted, so there we go. I need this one. So let's put this. I will probably lay that piece right with our, I'll leave it in there so that I know which one cuts out which. Okay. And I can still use that paper. See, that one gives me more of the waves. Well, I thought it did. It doesn't. It gives me a different wave. Okay. Well, that is not what... See, I'm trying to copy off of this card right here and get that wave. That's okay. That one goes up there with that one. That's what happens when you play with your dies for the first time, right? So I know what we're going to do. We are going to lay those two together. Going to get the little pieces off the table. We're going to lay this on the table, and we are going to use this piece right here in the corner. Gonna grab a pencil. It would help if those were sharpened. So we're gonna grab a pen. And we have our wave. So then I'll use that one on the foil. And I'm going to cut right inside the lines. So that I don't have the ink marks on my finished project. Like, finish your thoughts there. Finish your thoughts. I'm going to cut it out big first so I don't have a whole lot to fuss with as I'm cutting. Now come in. And I'm happy to see you guys on here. I'm glad that nobody got blown away with all that wind that we had on Saturday. That was kind of something. It was pretty gusty. This is a friend's not so favorite kind of crafting. Sorry, Sharon. Fussy cutting is not her forte. Then we have another friend who cut out, I don't remember how many snowflakes this weekend, or this while we were at our craft retreat, to make her Christmas cards. And she got her Christmas cards made already. So, woohoo! She is on the ball. Haven't even thought about starting mine yet. All right, there's that. So now let's get a piece of the... Which color do you guys want? You pick. That one or that one to layer on top of that. Dark or light? I'll wait for your comment. You get to vote. We can build the card together. The greenish. Okay. So that is about right at 3.5, so I need to cut it with the paper trimmer so that it'll fit through the little boss. Let's go a smidge over. And it's this one. Oh, she'll definitely fit on there. One and two. Put those on there. Make our sandwich. Come on. Oh, let me turn it over. those could be used for something if you wanted to be that tedious. And we have adhesive sheets so that you can not have to use the green mono Tombow glue, but that'll work too. Come on, pop out of there. This foil paper is obviously a little bit thicker. There's one little, there we go. And one right here. Okay. So now let's construct our card. I'm using the bone folder to make us a good crisp. And then I was going to say I lost that quick. It's going to hang off. Nope, it's not, because I'm going to cut a different one. 5 1/4. I want my sky to be a little lighter, so 3. And my adhesive. We'll use this because the others has run away. It hasn't gotten unpacked is where it's at. So we're going to go here. Make sure this is the bottom of my card. It is. And that allows, when you use this green glue or Tombow, it allows you a little bit of wiggle room. So if you don't have it right where you want it, you can still got time to smoosh it around. And this, you don't need a whole lot. And sometimes it's actually a lot easier to use. Put that at the bottom of our paper. Now, get some dots on here. And I'm just going to put little dots to hold that on, because I don't want it smushing out from underneath there. How did you guys like the paper pumpkin for March? It matched, it went with this paper. I believe it was this paper that it coordinated with. It was beautiful, I thought. Oh, so pretty. Scoot up a little bit. There we go. And now I got a little bit of ink on my fingers. Not ink, glue. That's a little cloth out of the infusible inks that I've been playing with. All right, and now there are some cloud pieces. So let's make some clouds. We'll use a piece of that white. Perfect piece right there. And that, my friends, is why we save our small pieces. I'm telling you, if it had been a snake, it'd have bit me right in front of my face. Some of them go through the mini boss or big boss even a whole lot easier than others. Just have to get it started. And having it on those magnetic sheets, I don't lose my dies because I just flopped them right back over there on that. So put one right here on dimensionals. Probably doesn't need to, but it's getting to. It's kind of long. And then we'll find a sentiment to go in there. So far, this card hasn't had any stamping. The only stamping it will have is the sentiment. Let's put that there. Let's do You're So Totally Awesome. It's like, I know I got a block out. Just a second. It's going to be a Night of Navy to match our card base. On basic white. Oh, I've got a cloud punch. See if it fits. It does. Dimensionals. And that's a puffier cloud than the other ones. And I'm going to kind of layer it over top of that one. There we go. How about that? Serendipity. And then I will find my card bases or card fronts, and we'll put a piece of white, basic white, on the inside so that we can have a place to write so that it's not so dark. But there we go. There's our cute little card using nothing but designer series paper, some of the pretty foil, our dies, and now if we can get them back on. And the cloud punch. So there we go. All right. I won't keep you any longer. Hope you guys have had a great night. I'll bring it up close. See the foil? See how it glitters? Isn't that pretty? And that is copied right off the front of that. Of course, I didn't put the little birds, but there are some birds. If you wanted to add those, you could, and use whatever designer series paper. But see, you can copy, case, and then put whatever you want on it. So makes it super easy to be able to create cards. So there we go. All right, have a great night. I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.